So it's finished down at Fratton Park and they're pissing down the rain. Portsmouth 4, Sunderland 0. Do you know what? The only silver lining out of this, what I can take off, is that there's been knee injuries and the fact that Lincoln scored a late equaliser and we're still second. Wigan won 2-0 and they've went top again. So that's the only silver lining, is the fact that we're still second and we didn't pick up any injuries. With the 90 minutes, Portsmouth were the better team by a country mile, and they deserved the points. Some might say the rain, but listen, the standing water, Portsmouth had to deal with that as well. Portsmouth had to play on the same pitch we had to, so you cannot blame the 4-0 defeat on the water. Their press was amazing from the second that the first whistle blew. They were pressing us high. They were causing us a lot of trouble, and we just panicked. It looked like every Sunderland player was just panicking when they were on the ball. For me, I wouldn't have played Corey Evans in the middle. I would like to have seen Dan Neal, simply because two players in the midfield, they're very similar. They play both play the similar role, like just in front of the defence, a bit like a holding midfielder. Put one in there, that's fine, and then you've got, like, say, Dan Neal, Elliot Embleton to get forward, and it is a little bit better. I am going to say that the conditions didn't suit our style of play. Simply, Jacko was immense against Cheltenham on our pitch. You know, 2 inches of rain, and the ball was just getting stuck underneath his feet, and it was for most of the Sunderland players. I felt really sorry for Serkin as well, because every time Portsmouth come down our right-hand side, Serkin was just having a nightmare, simply because of the standing water, because we're not how improved and how good he's been playing in recent games. In my match review, I did say we need to keep an eye on Harness because of his pace, his direct play, and he's a handful and will cause us problems. And he did. He opened the score sheet to make it 1-0 to Portsmouth. And that, you know, from then on, we just couldn't get into the game. I thought after their first goal, we did have a 5-minute spell. And I thought, oh, we might get back into it. But then it was 2 and 3. And obviously they scored the 4th. And it could have been 5 or 6. And I'm not even exaggerating. It could have been 5 or 6. Not one player, in my eyes, played well for us in a Sunderland shirt. Our defending, we were all over the place. Serkin let Marcus get in front of him to put it in. It was just a bad day at the office. I'm not downbeat. Roll on the next game. I think our next game is Charlton because Oxford game got postponed at home. But we have got a lot of away games. They're going to need a good kick up the arse. So when Lee Johnson gets in there, I hope he does give them it. Because they didn't turn up. Not one of them turned up for me. Not one of them. Didn't get us wrong. Some might blame his team selection. And to be honest, I was a bit shocked when I seen O'Brien on the team sheet when it got announced at 2 o'clock. And I did get a little bit of a shock about that. But nonetheless, a lot of supporters were asking for O'Brien to be in the starting 11 when he scored 3 against Blackpool. He done alright the other night against Cheltenham. So, you know, McGeady picked up an injury. Gooch apparently is still injured. So once them players come back, fingers crossed they can just get back to winning ways, get back to the basics, because this didn't work. I hope to God he doesn't become tinkering now and start tinkering the team like he did before last season, because that cost us at the back end of the season. It's a bit of a kick in the teeth. I am a bit gutted. Portsmouth, my man of the match, like I say, was Curtis. He was outstanding. But Marcus played really good. So did their defence. Their defence was really, really good. They cleared the ball every time. Every time a ball got played over the top, they managed to defend the sticky ball with the water. We just couldn't cope. It looked like we were scared of the rain. But anyway, it's just going to be a quick one. And anyway, I'm proper gutted. It's like I say, the silver lining is that we're second in the league. Bit of a shame that we scored 5 the other day and concede 4 today. It hasn't done our goal difference any good, has it, really? But nonetheless, roll on the next game and hopefully we can turn this around and get back to winning ways.